The 2018 NBA draft has the chance to be a legendary draft. In just 2 seasons, they already have arguably a top 7 player in the league, 2 players that have made an all-star appearance, and a second-round pick that broke the field goal percentage record in just his second year. There are some steals in the late first round and early second, and there are not a lot of disappointing players in the top 10, but there are some like always. This is Horrible Vibes. I'm about to take a deep dive into the 2018 NBA draft. If you haven't liked and subscribed on the video already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 200 subs as fast as possible. Let's get right into it. First, I'm going to get into some of the biggest steals and value picks in this draft. There are some good steals and value picks in the late first round, back-to-back at the 19th and 20th pick. The Hawks selected Kevin Huerter, and the Timberwolves selected Josh Okogie. Kevin Huerter is a 3-point specialist and can really get hot at times. He could be a really good 6-man for years to come. Josh Okogie has all-NBA defensive team potential and is the energy of the Minnesota Timberwolves. But in my opinion, the 2 biggest steals in this draft were Devontae Graham and Mitchell Robinson at the 34th and 36th pick. Devontae Graham is a lead MIP candidate. His point average is going from 4.7 points to 18.2 points, and his assist average is going from 2.6 assists to 7.5 assists, and becoming the best player on the Hornets because of that. Mitchell Robinson is my second steal. Coming into the draft, Mitchell Robinson honestly had lottery pick talent, but he decided to skip playing college and just work out and prepare for the NBA draft. His draft stock plummeted because of it, and because of that, him getting drafted at the 36th pick, he has become one of the biggest steals in this draft. He also broke the record for the highest field goal percentage at 74% ever, only in his second season, and is great on the defensive end as well. Although I feel like this draft could be great, all drafts have disappointments. There's no perfect draft. I feel like the 3 biggest disappointments in this draft were Mo Bamba, Kevin Knox, and Jerome Robinson. First, let's talk about Mo Bamba. Bamba was drafted with the 6th pick to the Orlando Magic and has suffered multiple injuries during his career so far. And when he does play, he is not that effective. But I honestly still have a little bit of hope for him because he is playing behind Nikola Vucevic, and maybe if Bamba leaves or if Vucevic leaves and he can get a little bit more opportunity, maybe he'll play better. But right now, I have him as a big disappointment in this draft. I'm not going to say bust for any of these players because it's too early, but these 3 players have been really big disappointments. Kevin Knox has been another big disappointment in this draft. When your play is already significantly declining in your sophomore season, that's a problem. But he does play for the Knicks, so maybe if he goes to another team, they can untap his potential, but for now, he's been a really big disappointment. My next and last disappointment on this list for the 2018 NBA draft is Jerome Robinson. Robinson is probably the biggest disappointment on this list, although being drafted the lowest out of the 3 at the 13th pick. He didn't play a lot in his rookie season, then he got traded to the Wizards in his sophomore season, and since he's been playing for the Wizards, he's been averaging 6.1 points on 20 minutes per game. At best, in my opinion, he's the 8th or 9th man on a good team, and that's at its very best on how it's looking right now, and that is not what you're looking for out of a lottery pick. Now let's get into some of the players that I think can really carry this draft to be a legendary draft class. I feel like Luka and Trae Young are future MVPs, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and DeAndre Ayton are future multi-time All-Stars. Those 4 players are the stable of this draft, and those are the 4 players that I really think could carry this draft. And there will always be breakout stars, but for now, those are the 4 players. And if those are your top 4, that's a really good top 4 for the future. DeAndre Ayton is in a really good tandem with Devin Booker. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander looks like the future of the Thunder, and Luka and Trae Young are carrying their franchises right now. So I really feel like those 4 are really good, stable for this draft class, and these 4 are the big reason why I think this could be a legendary draft class. Now let's get into the biggest thing I thought happened in this NBA draft, and that is the Trae Young and Luka Doncic trade, and who I think is winning the trade right now, and who I think will win it when it's all said and done. The Luka and Trae trade sent Luka to the Mavs, and the Hawks received Trae Young and a 2019 first-round pick who turned into Cam Reddish. Right now, I feel like the Mavs won the trade because Luka had led his team to the playoffs, and Trae and the Hawks were one of the worst teams in the league. Also, Cam Reddish has struggled this year, but he has showed flashes of great defensive potential and shot creator ability. Although I feel like the Mavs are winning the trade right now, when it's all said and done, I feel like the Hawks will win the trade. Because although Luka is better than Trae, I feel like at his worst, Cam Reddish will be a decent 3-and-D player in his prime. And at his best, he's the next version of Paul George. So I feel like although the Mavs got a transcendent talent in Luka Doncic and the Hawks got a transcendent talent in Trae Young, Cam Reddish is really the X factor in this trade. I feel like people have to realize that it's not Luka versus Trae, it's Luka versus Trae and Cam Reddish. And that's how the trade's gonna go, and that's why I feel like the Atlanta Hawks won this trade. But the Mavs and Hawks are really both winners. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick the Hawks because of Cam Reddish. Alright guys, that is all I got for you guys today. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm trying to get the 200 subscribers as fast as possible. So if you want to help me through that journey, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. And I'll be out with videos every week. Like I said, every week now I'm gonna be out with videos. I had that little 3-week break, but I'm back now. So like I said, like and subscribe on the video like I said earlier, and like I said at the beginning of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.